Hey everybody, Ryan McCaffrey with IGN here at 343 Industries with original Halo 2 lead multiplayer designer Max Hoberman. Good to see you.
Hey Ryan, nice to see you again.
So we are profiling. We're giving the sort of director's cut, the walking tour of all 6 of the Halo 2 anniversary remake maps. These are the maps getting, they're being done on an Xbox One engine with a custom sandbox made to mostly approximate Halo 2 with, I guess a few tweaks you guys are making here and there. So this one, obviously, Max, is?
This is, originally Blood Gulch, then Coagulation in Halo 2. And this version, which we've kind of put our own stamp on, we're calling Bloodline.
Bloodline. Sticking with
the name,
blood
right?
theme, yes.
took a while to come up with that one.
This is this is the best big map of all time. The best vehicle-based.
So if you could play this in Lockout, that's all you would ever need,
You
right?
could ship those two, and I think I would give you $60.
Awesome.
So when you're sitting down to do 6 maps, you got to pick 6. Again, I know I've asked you this question a couple of other times with Lockout and with Zanzibar. Those are must-do. This one, you had to do it, right?
No, this, believe it or not, this was pretty contentious. It wasn't,
really?
Yeah, it was kind of challenging because...
Is it because it's been done?
It's been done so many times. There was a lot of concern. I think a lot of concern. I know the publishing team had some concern. Are people fed up with it? Has it been done too many times?
No. And no.
Well, this map is so iconic. But also for this set, like I was saying earlier, we really had to be really cognizant of what are the 6 maps we're choosing, how do they fit together, how do they offer this overall really solid experience. And in this case, I actually just felt that this one was absolutely critical. It's got this sandboxy nature to it.
Yes.
That especially, it supports everything, all the vehicles, all the weapons, etc. And got this really sandboxy nature that I thought was so critical. And plus, it's so iconic. I'm really glad we did it because some of the stuff we'll talk about, some of the stuff that changes we made to the map, and some of the stuff we did, I think people are going to love it. And I don't think all those concerns that people had initially about kind of has it been done too many times, I think are going to be thrown out the window.
So
I think
this is
awesome.
built, obviously in the spirit of Halo 2's 10th anniversary, this is built off of Coagulation, the Halo 2 variant of this.
So yeah, that's kind of interesting because on this one, probably more than any other map, even though this uses Coag as the foundation, I think it really kind of mines all the different variations on the map and kind of picks the best from each one.
Interesting. Such as?
Well, so let's take this base, for instance. This base, we actually did away with the bottom floor. It's not as simple as the base that was in the original Blood Gulch, but it's simpler than what was in Coagulation in that it doesn't have that lower underground level. Right. It just got this kind of interior, but it still has some of the outer footprint, some of these bridges that arc up to it, some of the paths in.
Right.
I think some of this is new. So you go here if I can make. So the trigger. I keep doing this because this trigger is really sensitive, but it still has some of those alternate paths in and stuff.
What the hell?
Talk about that. What the hell is that?
What? What's happening? That's not a Banshee?
That's right. It's like I said, it's trying to take, in a lot of ways, it's trying to take the best of all the different variations of this map over time. Before we look at that, let me go over here and I'll show you something else. So yeah, this map really, more than any of the other of the 6, is really this amalgamation of best features of all of the different variations on this map, including, you remember this from Halo 3,
the man cannon.
Man cannons. That's what, I remember when we put this in actually on Halo 3.
Would it be fair, should we start just referring to this colloquially as like Blood Gulch All-Stars?
Yes. I didn't even realize it. I was talking to Steve Young, who's our lead level designer on this stuff, and I think on this one especially, he really kind of took point and really put his own stamp on it. And he was walking me through all these changes that I wasn't aware of, some of the little subtle things and some of the stuff.
Do you initially recoil in horror when he starts telling you that?
No, because a lot of the stuff I'm a little bit of a designer, and most of it I just get, right? It's like, over here we really thought it was important that we have more cover for guys attacking the base and more cover against air vehicles and stuff. So, a lot of that stuff just makes a hell of a lot of sense. So he was walking me through this stuff, and I actually told him, I'm like, when he was all done, I was like, it sounds to me like, Steve, you've really taken the very best features of all of the variants of this map over time and worked them in here. And he didn't say any of it, but he's like, my goal was that this is the definitive version of this map, and I think he's probably pulled it off.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, so Speaking of, hold X, this is an EMP. So when you hit that guy, there you go. It sends out an EMP blast that it brings down any vehicles that are within that radius.
That's amazing.
Get disabled. So yes, that is going to be awesome.
One of our ace Halo fans, Alfredo Diaz from our video team,
I think his head just exploded.
He just like passed out. All right, and by the way, another change I'm already seeing
ignore my bad controller here.
I really like the subtle...
Oh, I'm riding on it? That's awesome.
Oh yeah, you're on the wing.
Yeah, why not? Let's go sit on the wing.
I really like the subtle thing you've added with the red and blue beams of light shooting into the sky. It's just that subtle reminder of which base is which over there.
Yep, yeah, you can kind of get that in your eyesight in the background at any point in time. My God, this has changed since I last flew it.
A Hornet in Halo 2 is really messing with my mind right now. There we go.
You know, what's funny about this is we actually wanted this sucker. Let's see where that goes. We actually wanted that in Halo 2. I really wanted to have a, I called it a flying warthog. Like I wanted to have something that was like a warthog but could fly. I even prototyped on this map. At one point I stuck the Banshee physics on a hog just to demonstrate how fun I thought it'd be. And you could actually fly around the hog with a gunner on there. We called it Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. It was awesome. It was a lot of fun. So I actually really wanted that. So I'm really happy to finally. You were asking me earlier about is there stuff you wanted, stuff stuff that didn't quite make it in, and so yeah, there's some of that. And then the guys at Certain Affinity certainly put their own stamp on some of this stuff too. And I'm sorry, I'm totally out of practice here running around.
Oh, that's okay. So yeah, there's so much in here. Do we still have shotguns inside the base? Do we still have?
That's a good question. I don't know where that shotgun is. They must have moved it. Anyway, everything has been done very, very deliberately, very intentionally, and if I can find it over there, then there's some other changes that we've made.
Yeah, you guys announced this to much applause.
I don't know if we've actually shown it. Little sneak peek on Zanzibar.
Yeah, no one's actually seen it in action.
Attachment. So this is your friend, the Gun Goose. So yeah, let's hop on that sucker. So it drives like a regular mongoose. It's got its e-brake and all that stuff, but unlike your everyday mongoose, your stock goose, it's got a gun. This thing is fun. This is another thing the team added. I wasn't part of this. I didn't know that they were doing it. Oh, see if I can keep it going.
Keep it. Hold it.
Oh, fail. Anyway, oh yeah, this thing is a blast. Once you get a couple of these going in there, oh man, this thing is so much fun.
Do we still have the rocket launcher in the middle of the map?
Oh yeah, yes, there it is. Of course we still have the rocket launcher in the middle of the map. So, yeah, so a couple changes on here. You may have noticed this structure right in the middle of the map. This is, in addition to pulling some of the best features of the other maps, we also added our own stamp to this. And, not for the point of adding our own stuff, but for very intentional reasons. We really felt that we needed a structure here, we needed more cover, we needed a base. I was playing this the other day. We were playing a whole bunch of teams, basically two-man teams, Crazy King. And
there's a shotgun.
Yep, just the fight over this King of the Hill spot alone was awesome and epic. It was just amazing. It was fantastic. So, and it may seem a little unbalanced, but we actually thought that really needed to be there, and it actually helps balance out against this hill, which is a similar high point that the blue team has coming up over here. So if you're on the red team, you come up on the back side of this rise right here, and it kind of balances out, and it's working amazingly well. So really happy with that.
So of the changes you've made, there's one thing that's I'm having a little bit of a panic attack. Where is the Scorpion tank?
Oh, you can enable it.
Enable it, but not in by default.
Yeah, I'm not
too overpowered.
No, I honestly I don't know. I guess they decided 2 Gun Goose are easily worth a Scorpion. No, I'm just kidding. I actually don't know. Yeah, I'll have to go look. But of course, you can enable it.
Because you can forge on these 6
in the game settings,
anniversary
forge,
maps.
You name it. So this was interesting. I was looking at this. I was talking to Steve and Dave Mertz, our lead designer. I'm like, why was this here? There was something here on the original, and they actually reminded me there were 3 trees. So this replaced the trees, which I think I actually put down the trees on there originally, trying to put a little more cover. So I was like, damn, that looks a hell of a lot better than trees. Nice work. So we've got some stuff there. We've got a couple subtle weapon changes here and there. Of course, I shouldn't have gotten out of my goose if I'm going to run around and show you guys any of this stuff. So that'll take a little while, but there's some changes up in the caves, up in here, some of this stuff.
Oh wait, no, now I remember the shotgun was out at the rock formation in front of the base.
Oh yes, that's right.
That's right.
Yeah, I put all those weapons down, but it's been a long time. That's right. And I was always a big fan of making you leave the base. It's like, all right, you want a close range weapon?
And there it is.
You want your shotgun? You're gonna have to stick your neck out. You're gonna have to go, add some risk to that you're, and then run back in.
So I'm curious, why why the Hornet instead of the Banshee on this map? In tweaking it from its Halo 2 form.
That's a good question. I mean, again,
is it just because you can hold buddies? You mentioned you wanted a flying warthog.
What weapons we put in like a starting config? That stuff's so easy to change and play with. We really like the Hornet. It's kind of a nice change of pace. It's a little more team oriented. The thing about Hornet is you can pick up your teammate with the flag and actually have like a Hornet run on the playing a CTF game.
Not now. You just blew it up.
That was the enemy one. I know that one. But it really makes a big difference in a team game. That's why I always wanted the flying warthog equivalent. So I think it just makes a hell of a lot of sense on this map. But again, if you don't like it, you can change it. You want them both. You want Banshees and Hornets, then go to town. Like it doesn't. It's the beauty in Halo, the Halo sandbox and settings and everything. Is you just go to town. Do whatever you like.
Well, I think you just ruined the playlist because I think everyone's just going to want to play this. Of the no disrespect to the other 5.
Yeah. If you like big open maps and vehicles and the sort of vehicle mayhem that is so integral to the Halo sandbox, I think people are going to love this thing. I'm so excited about this. Some of this old
there
stuff.
Should be
if you remember, this
since
familiar.
The candy.
Yes, exactly.
Since the 6th anniversary maps, I believe, have their own playlist. I really hope that this map has its own playlist. It's just Bloodline over and over again.
Yeah, you can see actually as we're running around here, we added some more cover for infantry also. I don't remember off the top of my head specifically. I think that might have been old, but some of these new rocks and things like. There's just so much attention to detail and sort of craftsmanship that went into this. All the maps, of course, but I would say this one in some ways more than any of the others.
So we've got gun geese, we've got ghosts, we've got warthogs, we've got hornets, and we've got EMP towers.
EMP towers, yeah. New bases, cover pieces. There's some
over in the cave. Is there still candy over there? I mean, you just grabbed some candy outside.
Where the hell
and
is
suppressed SMG as well?
Yeah, oh, yes.
Suppressed SMG,
yes,
we walked over that.
Oh yeah, this was, we actually had this in Halo. I think you might have had to have enabled it through the settings. If I had a dual wieldable weapon, I think you can. Although, no. You're asking me all the hard questions, right?
Well, I'm just a Halo fan. I'm speaking on behalf of all Halo fans, Max.
I'm now at the point where I can just hire other people to do all this for me. So all I have to do is sit here and talk to you and pretend like I know what the hell I'm talking about. So, but some of this stuff we're still locking it down, and some of this is still work in progress. So not all this stuff is done yet. So I'm not the best person to ask about, especially this map, because it's actually been a while since I've seen it. I played an early version of this, but
Let's go over to the other side of the map and see if we can dual wield this thing before we end this video, because I got to know the answer to that.
I'm scared.
But, I can definitely keep talking to you while you're doing this. So. It's very interesting to just now watch the evolution of Blood Gulch from its original form, where that was where the 3-shot death pistol would just reign. You could just kill people from halfway across the map.
The hand cannon.
Yeah, and now it's evolved to this in its Halo 2 anniversary form with so much cover and all these other things. It's fascinating to watch just how this map has grown and changed.
Oh, all right. So I wasn't sure about that, but
yeah.
Now I think this thing's got some different firing characteristics also. I think
less recoil on this?
I know that I think the goal was to, if I recall, was to turn it into a little bit more of an effective mid-range weapon. He's got those scopes on there.
Oh.
Though I guess you can't actually
shoot them, yeah.
But they look pretty. But I think the goal is to make it a little more effective mid-range. But I'm not sure where we actually landed. See, a lot of this stuff last time I talked to the team about it was still in the works, and we're still making decisions, and stuff was in flux. So it'll be fun to see where all this stuff lands when it's all said and done.
Well, this is fascinating. This map is going to be so good to chew on and to dive into. I very much encourage everybody to click the video right below this one.
Yeah, we're gonna play this in a little bit.
Which is just us playing. It is what this map looks like to play.
We're gonna have to decide what game to play on it.
CTF,
that's gonna be tough.
Max, there can be only one.
Yeah, but we have some other things up our sleeve also that might be fun. For instance, did you play the original Blood Gulch?
Oh, well, are you going where I think you're going? Which
I am. I'm going.
Little rocket race action?
I'm going there. We have put race back in, so super excited about that. So maybe we'll get a little bit of a race game going too. It might be fun. Yeah, when we were working on the original Blood Gulch, that's almost all we played for a long time at Bungie. We would play rocket race all the time. The game mechanics didn't even work that well, but we still loved it. So yeah, we have a couple surprises on this map in store.
Well, this is fantastic. Can't wait to play this. We're going to go play it right now. But we are walking through all 6 of the anniversary maps.
Let me show you one more thing.
Talk to me.
Just for fun. If you get the flag, and I was asking Steve, show me something cool. That's what I was saying to my guys. So if you happen to capture the flag and you run out of the base, you can do this. You can hop up here and then do this. Whee!
Nice.
So. Yeah, all that attention to detail, really important to try and give you, alternatives, give you ways to get out of that.
Of course, the teleporters are gone.
Yeah.
No more man cannons have replaced.
But Forge, you have Forge.
Yes.
You can always put that stuff back in. So.
Well, this is awesome. So we're walking through all 6 of the Halo 2 anniversary maps with Max Hoberman. Obviously, you've heard he's providing amazing insight into the design process of these.
Amazing insight, but I'm trying to do a little bit.
It is. I can talk to you all day. So, but this video's already gone on quite a ways. But hopefully you've enjoyed it. Be sure to stay tuned all month long to IGN for much more on Halo: The Master Chief Collection. Thank you, Max.
Thank you.